we're back in here. We're back in the desert. We're back in the sand for another timely episode. We'll see if this one works out. Much like the Space Jam episode didn't work out. But you know what?
Don't start with that energy.
Hey, we had Mariah Carey's, and that one was good.
That was a cursed episode.
Sometimes there's just happy coincidences, and what's the word for when things sync up?
Serendipity.
Synchronicity.
Synchronicity as
well.
well.
But that too. Because we're back here for another episode that is coming out. Well, we'll talk about it in a second, but the new thing is coming out tomorrow.
Woo!
As of the release of this episode, but it's got a drastically different tone. What up? What it is? And what it do?
Mm-hmm.
It's Eddie. You're I want to be the drunk pilot for this episode.
Oh Lord!
Flying around looking for death.
Whee!
I want to shake his hand. And with me, as always, is well, what would you be then? You'd be the backseater back in the day, because I'm pretty sure.
I do nothing.
I mean, the guys, especially in those old planes, they definitely couldn't do anything back there. You're just along for the ride, but this time you're not even controlling radar or anything.
Can I at least hold a gun?
You could be on the wing holding a gun.
Ooh, that actually sounds fun. I would do that.
Kind of like those two guys in this film.
Mm-hmm.
But we've got Kayla here.
Hello. Hi, everyone.
And with us today, wow, what a treat.
But he's not in the stew.
Well, yeah, he's over there walking around doing something. Probably eating grass.
And he does like that.
It's a funny thing that cats do. I had no idea. But here today, wow, lucky us, we've had back-to-back days with these two. These episodes are not going to come out right after each other, but...
I love how you immediately contradict everything you've been saying.
But in our time, well, they need to know. There's different times.
Do they need to know?
If you've ever seen Watchmen, I'm going to say it again.
Oh my fucking God.
You're existing both in the past. Well, we exist both in the past and in the present and in the future, which is a fun way to exist. But we had Sauce in the studio yesterday, / today for a little bit. And now we've got his partner.
She's back again. We've been Gwynchified. We've been llamified. And now we're going to be terrified or mummified. Okay, that was the better.
That's what I was thinking you were going to go
I didn't know if you wanted me to reveal like the theme of what we were talking about.
Well, I guess it's slightly both, but
Chelsea's,
more so.
Chelsea's back.
Hey guys, I'm back.
Woo! Welcome back, Chels.
And another funny thing is that it's funny to me, so I'm going to point it out. We got Sauce hanging out in here.
He's just sitting and staring.
So he's just chilling. But maybe at some point he'll chime in, and if we talk to someone off mic, now you know who that is.
He's a producer today.
We summoned an entity from beyond the grave.
There you go.
Yeah.
Kind of like a little dusty in the corner.
Dusty.
But today, because Lee Cronin.
Who's that?
Which I tried to look up, and it's like I couldn't even find that he did anything super significant in horror.
Damn, major dig.
But I was like, why the hell does he get his name on the title? That doesn't happen with all
probably.
directors. But anyway, Lee Cronin's The Mummy,
a
reimagining of the Mummy franchise, is coming out tomorrow as of the release of this episode. So we figured, why not go back to 1999 and look at a different reimagining of the Mummy franchise, because this is a classic franchise that I completely forget about all the time, but it's like a classic monster from 1932, a la like Frankenstein's monster, the Wolfman, and all that.
And Dracula.
The Dracula too, yes. Nosferatu.
Ooh.
But
Dracula was first.
Yes, Dracula was first.
Yeah.
Cinematically.
Anyway,
moving on.
This is also a reimagining of the Mummy franchise, but as Lee Cronin's is going for straight horror, this one was a lot more fun.
Hooray!
With a little horror.
Yeah.
Some body horror.
So today, we are looking at The Mummy from 1999. It's an American action-adventure film written and directed by Stephen Sommers, starring Brendan Fraser, Rachel Weisz, John Hannah, and Arnold Vosloo as the titular mummy. / Imhotep.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, it's a loose remake of the 1932 film of the same name, but Chelsea brought some fun facts.
Data. Look at this freaking nerd.
/ I added a little bit here, but
two nerds.
Yeah, I did some research, meaning I looked at Wikipedia.
That's what we do, baby.
Hey, it's the most like reputable
Hey,
source out there right
they
now.
just released a list of like, well, first of all, they banned AI.
Yes.
And released a list of like, here's 10 tips to not get fooled by AI.
Mhm.
So, scholars who our whole life have told us Wikipedia is not a good source of.
Suck on that.
Look who's laughing
Look
now.
at that. Turns out there are actually negative numbers, and you can subtract
Yep.
big numbers from smaller numbers.
Look at that.
Another
Imagine.
thing that my teachers told me I couldn't do back in the day.
Until you could.
All right, but here are some of the facts I found on Wikipedia / watching YouTube because that's how I research things. But The Mummy was made for $80 million. So I was reading an interview with the director, who was like the fourth potential director for this movie, and yeah, it went through several phases because they started in the 80s. For $80 million, they made $400 million box office.
Jeez.
And also, you think about that's $80 million in the 90s.
Yeah, that's
Which
a
is
lot of
crazy.
money.
Yeah. Steven Sommers also made Van Helsing, which is another monster flick. I think it's another Universal movie, and we watched it. And it's unfortunately
not very good.
It's not very good. There's some fun
very
parts.
long.
It's really, it's
It
way too
drags.
long. There's a couple like cool scenes with like vampires, but otherwise kind of boring, which is a bummer.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, the whole time watching this movie, I just kept thinking of George of the Jungle because Brendan Fraser is like that's just who he is. But I guess a bunch of other big movie stars turned down this role, including Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, Matt Damon, and Ben Affleck. Which think of what this movie would have been if they would have worn this. It would be so boring.
Yeah.
He's like so charming and like he just has the right enough amount of silliness, and also like cool guy energy.
Like the edge is just right.
Yes, he's not like too cool like everyone I just listed. And he was also cheaper, so that's why they went with him.
Hey,
we'll take him.
Speaking of cheaper, because I also looking at Wikipedia, doing our little Buddypedia research, I saw that Universal, like Chelsea said, wanted to make it in the 80s. Went through many different scripts. I think someone said there was something like 5,000 treatments of this.
Fucking
because they had to like go
Yeah.
back and see. But Universal wanted a low budget horror film franchise at the time. So some big names from horror were attached at one point, like Clive Barker, who did Hellraiser, and George A. Romero, Night of the Living Dead, zombies, and all that.
Yeah.
But from what I
That
saw,
would make a lot of sense. Yeah.
most of these scripts, though, essentially wanted to make the Mummy like the Terminator, and would bring the Mummy into modern day, and he'd be like an unstoppable force that would just like destroy things.
Okay.
But most of these also fell apart for the same reason, which was either scheduling conflicts or Universal just did not want to give anyone a bigger budget. Like George A. Romero would be like, "Hey, here's this thing, and can we get more money?" And they're like, "Nope." And then that was it.
Nice try.
Kick rocks.
But, and I found this very funny. After the failure, because I don't know why they pointed this movie out. After the failure of Babe, Pig in the City,
You be nice to
That's
Babe.
not a
I love that
failure.
pig.
and other projects, but Babe, Pig in the City is the one that messed up.
Aw.
Universal needed a hit, so Steven Sommers kind of slid in at the right moment in time and pitched, "Hey, instead of horror, why don't we make it like action?" And Universal liked it. They said we needed a hit, and they said, "Hey, why don't we also give you more money for it?"
Yay!
So eventually they caved when they got desperate and just gave them more money.
Fantastic.
That's all they needed.
That's
Well, I
it.
read that they spent $15 million on the computer graphics, and that's why they're so good.
Mhm.
Oh, good.
I mean, hey,
But also-
1999,
Yeah, $15 million in 1999. Whoa.
Yeah,
Woof.
that's true.
pre-Y2K.
It's a meet cute baby. It's how we met this thing.
Don't be intimidated, Squidward. Try to imagine him in his underwear. Oh no, he's hot!
Okay. Disgusting.
All right.
It was sand. He was
It
kissing the mummy
sand.
earlier.
Don't kiss mummies.
Mm.
And if you do,
But he's an
I get
attractive
to
one.
watch.
Yeah, involve me in it.
How decayed is he?
We'll do the one where he's still got the hole in
Okay,
his
that's
face.
And he
fine.
has the
I
bug.
am
Yeah.
fine with that.
He's got
Anything
built-
below that?
Built-in
ugh.
snacks.
Oh, God.
Oh God. Ew. I forgot that. Okay. Anyway, I didn't watch this movie until I watched this with you and you and you, everybody in this room who is Eddie, Chelsea, and Sauce.
The mysterious one.
What was it? I think it was maybe during. I think it may have been post-COVID. I can't remember.
I think it was during lockdown because we were kind of in each other's like bubbles.
Yes, we were in each other's bubbles. I think we watched this in your
God.
guys' garage, maybe, or maybe no, it was
Maybe
an
it was in the
outdoor
living
one,
room.
or,
Or
it could've been-
outdoor, yeah.
There were 3 locations we
There was
allowed
only
each
3
other.
locations it could be: indoors, outdoors, partially outdoors, in the garage.
Yes, there was a scorpion one night.
There
and that
was
very
the Scorpion
scary.
King.
Ah! But no, I watched this movie for the first time with you guys, and I remember thinking 2 things. I remember thinking, yum, and I remember thinking yuck, because Jesus Christ, eee! There's some really, I don't like bugs very much, and there's a very specific bug in this movie that we'll talk about later. But I remember thinking, why is everybody so attractive? Even when the mummy is kind of yucky, he's kind of hot. I don't know what's happening here. No, but I remember just like enjoying it and being like, why did I wait this long to watch this movie? Because it's pretty damn good. So.
What I will say is, of course, I don't know about watching this in theaters, for one, but I maybe saw The Mummy Returns in theaters. I want to say that sounds right.
You ride so hard for The Mummy
I
Returns.
ride hard for The Mummy Returns. And I'll say right now, when we watched this the first time, I was like, but where's this scene? And where's this one? And this one? It's because it's in The Mummy Returns. I legitimately, and again, it could just be me, I feel like in my life, more people like The Mummy Returns and think of that more fondly than this one. Don't get me wrong, there's some great moments in this one. But just in like my family and stuff, the things that we reference all the time, I apparently found out are in The Mummy Returns. But that's just me. Anyways, I had this. We definitely did have this film on VHS, which is a fun thing to always bring up. That ancient technology, dust it off, get the cobwebs off. But my family watched this franchise all the time. And another caveat, I've actually never seen the third one, The Tomb of the Emperor. Because they did make a third one where they went to like Japan and fought Jet Li, I think.
What the fuck?
Okay, we have to watch it.
Yeah, which we have to watch. It did not do well, and
We
it was
will
kind
make
of
it a drinking game, and it'll be worthwhile.
it's kind of the part where we got Sauce over here just being like, what the
he's
fuck?
like, I'm already making the rules. As we
Smoke's
speak.
coming from the keyboard as he types.
Yeah,
drinking game.
It was not received well, and it maybe was part of why they stopped doing this. But anyways, my family loved the franchise. My brother and I specifically loved Evie's brother Jonathan, and I still loved him in this. He was just so funny to us. There's so many moments where we would like just laugh out loud at the things that he did. And this is just like the great action / comedy films that we were used to just watch be churned out in the 90s. There's just so many good action films, comedy films coming out back then. I would always watch this all the time when it came on cable, like TNT, you know, they have the movies and all that. I'd be like, hell yeah, The Mummy's on. I'm going to sit down and watch. It's fun for the whole family if you can get past the scarabs. But, you know, let's see how it hits me today.
I don't remember watching this first as a child, but I definitely did. And my takeaway was scarabs are real and they're a real danger.
Yeah.
I mean,
and they're a real danger.
Real, but they are not dangerous.
And they will crawl under your skin and cause you to kill yourself by running into a wall. Then I remember being young and going to Universal Studios, and they have the backlot tour, and I was trying to tell Sauce about this. And like, you're on the tour, it's so much fun, you're seeing all the sets, and then they're like, oh well, we can't go to the mummy's tomb, it's shut down right now. And they're like, wait, driver, don't go into the mummy's tomb. And then like they're like,
and then they drive you into the mummy's tomb.
Are we supposed to be here?
And then like the walls spin around you, and there's like all the scarab noises, and they like shoot like water at you, and it was really scary, but also just like super fun to like put you in the same headspace.
I didn't get to experience that on the backlot.
Oh,
I got like Kong. And all the times I've gone where he like shakes your tram or whatever. But I did go on the ride, The Mummy.
Okay, yeah.
Before I saw the film. So I was like, I don't have any context for this, but this is cool.
But it's a fun
Also, why are there bugs all over the wall? Get me out of here.
This guy's obsessed with bugs.
So gross.
But yeah, that's how. And then yeah, during COVID we watched it, and I was like, damn, this movie's really fun. Like, and you're right. Honestly, so many good looking people. Not
Amen.
everyone. It's not like
No.
Pirates of the Caribbean where everyone's good looking.
That's true.
And even in that movie,
Even
I guess
Octopus
not
Face.
everyone.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No,
Not
Octopus
everyone.
Face too.
Not everyone.
We'll do an episode.
Oh,
But
God.
in this movie, I remember being like, wow, everyone's hot. So,
Mhm.
not the brother. I don't think he.
Jonathan?
He has a certain je ne sais quoi.
I kind
But
of
I
don't
don't-
like him.
I like
Oh
him
my
because
God, I
he's a piece
love
of shit
him.
and he knows it.
But you know who
So-
I do like is Benny. Like, I know he's bad, but he's funny. He is funny. He
They're
looks like
You
both
like him because
funny.
he's like the butt of every like physical joke.
He
Like,
is
he
the
falls
butt of every
down, he
physical
gets hurt
joke.
so much.
And he's got a lot of jokes. He's got a lot of fun jokes. And
He
he kind
does.
of looks like he could be a DJ. I don't know. He's got
Maybe
a
it's
DJ
the
face.
mustache. Yeah, I could see that. Getting to know each other. Meow. 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 Meow.
Let me guess. Spring clean.
Nice shot.
If this movie takes place in 1929, how is this remake situation going to work?
26.
26, whatever. 23, I don't know, in the 20s.
Uh-huh.
All right, so is the new one that they're making, because it's untitled, they're making a fifth,
Fourth.
whatever. Yes, sorry, no, I thought that there were, it's because the Scorpion King franchise
Well,
throws things off.
that's
Yeah,
Anyway,
that's not really in the
No.
the three. Yeah.
but they're making a
There's
fourth
7 of
film.
those.
Oh my god,
Oh,
that's too many.
no.
Anyway.
And we're watching them.
No.
I am gonna need so
the
much
Rock
alcohol.
is not in all of them. He's in like 2 and they said, get him out. He costs too much money.
But I guess that like with the remake, they're gonna like set it in like the 80s or something,
Well,
and
yeah, I
just
guess.
have these like have O'Connell and EVB in like their 60s or 50s or something. I
Well,
don't
yeah,
know.
they're like 60 right now, I think. Like
think-
IRL.
They're about
they're
60.
actors.
Yeah.
Because they're all like
Mm.
coming back, which is pretty cool.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with that. Indiana Jones was like 90 running around doing his
90?
That's
stuff.
true.
So
Ford is not 90
he
years
may as
old.
well
He
be.
could like barely speak a sentence, and he's still in an action movie.
Yeah.
Did you see him in that one movie, the one with Ryan Gosling,
Oh, Blade Runner?
Blade Runner? I
Oh,
was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
he
yeah.
should not
Struggling
be
to
in
talk.
this.
And he
He's
was
struggling in
younger
this.
then.
Yeah.
That was like 10 years ago.
Oh god, what a movie though.
All
That
right,
movie's
move
amazing.
on,
Blade Runner
people.
2049. Oh,
I'm
but
just saying, it's gonna be weird.
yeah, sure, but they'll make it work.
Mhm.
They'll have their son do a lot of the lifting.
Mm,
And
yeah,
this time,
you got to bring a kid into it.
It won't be Shia LaBeouf.
Oh.
Oh.
But number 1, first section, Egypt, cool as
Oh,
fuck.
this is the best section. Egypt is cool as fuck. Actually,
tell us about why.
I don't really know about how I feel about modern day, like right now, how I feel about it. But as a kid, I loved Egypt shit. Like
Mhm.
Scholastic Book Fair, I had like a giant book that was like shiny and had just
Mhm.
It
information.
had the jewel in the cover,
yes,
right?
it did. It had just like information about Egypt.
Mhm.
I used to write essays for school on like Egyptian pharaohs, and
Nerd.
like,
Nerd.
I wanted to be an archaeologist. None
Oh,
of that
yeah.
carried through to adulthood, but it was super fun. I feel
Mhm.
like that might have been like a 90s kid thing to be like
Yes.
really into Egypt shit. I don't know.
Mhm.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Oh no, I think it was. And then my main question is, it's like, why do we have to learn so much about Greece, and why do we have to learn so much about Egypt?
Mm-hmm.
Thinking back on it, for one, everyone fucking loved it.
It's so
Yeah,
I
much
remember
fun.
like
was fun.
we were all amped. Me and
Oh,
my
yeah.
friends were like, dude, this is so sick. You see these mummies, man?
so
They're
cool.
walking around doing this and that. I don't know. It's just weird that we spent, because in my mind, and again, I could be wrong, but in my mind, we spent like a semester
Mm-hmm.
on Egypt. Like my class, my 6th grade class, our whole like homeroom
Mm-hmm.
was like covered in hieroglyphs, and it was like
Oh,
we
this is
came up
amazing.
with like different names for the groups and stuff, and it was like it persisted for like at least a quarter of a year.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's
so
like,
much
why
fun.
do we spend so much time on Egypt?
I remember you looked at me weird when I was like, I mummified hot dogs.
That was weird.
It was
You're
really
like-
fun.
Wait, hold on.
Yes. Okay. So I'll tell you.
You explain. I
So-
thought you
so
like
we
you
did-
didn't put like a hot dog in a bun and say I mummified a hot dog.
No. So what we did was we took because we did Egyptology towards the beginning of the year. And then at the end of the year we got to unwrap our mummified hot dogs.
Oh,
It was disgusting. But basically what we did was we like took out some of the meat of the hot dog and we put like spices in it to like, essentially mummify it.
Frankincense.
Yeah, we did some essential oils and stuff, and then we wrapped it in
That's
muslin, and then we wrapped it again in tinfoil, and we threw them in a box, and then we didn't look at them for months. And
Oh my god.
they mummified real well. They were shriveled, but they were there.
That's gross. And we did not do that.
I did, and it was cool.
But it's funny because at the same time, it's like we probably spent too much time on this. But also, now that I think about the state of education today, I'm like, we should bring this back.
You should.
And get more fun things in the classroom / history. Because we don't do any of that anymore. And kids were legitimately excited about it. I don't know if the kids these days would be, but they might be. They'd probably say something like, I don't know, the pharaohs were looks maxing, aura farming.
They were all aura farming.
All that stuff. You know, it comes back.
Look at Kayla. She's 30 and she remembers mummifying a hot dog. Like that stuff like really impacts
longevity.
Impacts people.
We wrote our name in hieroglyphs. I still have it somewhere.
Oh.
Yeah, it was cool. Good times.
One thing I noted at the beginning of this movie is that there's some like banger quotes, like sad, sweet, like poignant quotes in this movie. And in the beginning of it, they start by showing how the mummy becomes a mummy. And he's like, I don't remember, he's like a healer or like a spiritual guy to the pharaoh, and then there's like the pharaoh's girlfriend, and they're in love, and obviously like they're gonna get caught. And like the narrator says, like, for their love, they were willing to risk life itself. And I'm just like, oh, it's so sweet.
It is so sweet.
And then it really like deteriorates into like a brutal murder scene.
And I love it. It's so dramatic.
Because their love, it is real. I'm going to put the ellipses and say for now. Because in The Mummy Returns.
Oh my God.
I don't remember that movie.
In The Mummy Returns, we see may not be as strong as they set it up to be in this one.
Eddie knows more than we do.
I'm telling you, it's in my brain. I'm like, The Mummy Returns.
That's all he cares about.
So sick, dude. I don't give a fuck that The Rock is a PlayStation 2 character in it. It's so fun.
Well, I feel like that, like the love, like their introduction to their love, kind of sets this tone to give you sympathy for the mummy.
Absolutely, yeah.
And it for me makes it hard to decide who am I rooting for and against, because everyone has like things that you like sympathize or empathize or like about them, and they all have things that you're like, that's bad.
Yeah, don't
like
do that.
Like the mummy and the girl, they murder the pharaoh. It's like, oh, you probably shouldn't have done that. And then the pharaoh murders the mummy, and I'm like, well, he probably shouldn't have done that. And then so there's like several layers where you sympathize with the mummy, and like he's doing bad stuff, but you're kind of like, you're like, I can empathize with why he's doing it.
Yeah, we got complex characters in the 90s.
I don't know how complex Anaxamun's outfit is.
Whoa, wow.
But she wasn't even, it was essentially just paint.
I think she had her
like
nipples
chains.
and her labia covered, and that was about it. Everything else was body paint, which is honestly a super smart thing to do if you're like, who touched you?
I know, I was kind of like retroactively
like, big-brained this.
This guy was up there. He had galaxy brain, like, well, I don't want anyone to touch. Everyone can look. Matter of fact, I want them to. Why don't we make her naked? But I'm going to put paint on her, so at the very least, I will know if someone touches her.
Yeah, if she's smudged, then you know.
And that was also like, Doc, just don't, like, if you kiss her, she doesn't have anything on her lips.
Yeah.
Just don't touch with your hands,
they
man.
Didn't have super effective setting spray back then, I guess.
No.
So that shit was smearing.
But there's like a handprint on her butt cheek.
That wasn't there before.
That? I did. It was me. Sorry.
It is so dramatic, and it is a great way to like set up their love that they do this together and like essentially are bound forever. But something that annoyed me.
Oh boy.
Was that, you know, they do this whole thing. She kills herself. He's like, I'll bring you back to life. I love the power scaling in this movie of like how strong these people are, because magic is real in this franchise. And this guy like knew, hey, I can defy death and bring this woman back. He had no
he was
doubts.
Not worried about it.
No,
he was like, oh, whatever.
It's simple.
You
got you.
It's no big deal.
And he in fact almost got her back, but the Pharaoh's fucking failure bodyguards show up to ruin things. My number one question was like, why the fuck are you here, dog? You're his bodyguard.
His body, no body to guard
his
anymore.
body
it's over.
Was sufficiently not guarded. Go home. Your boss is dead. you don't have a job anymore. Like, why are you running so hard for a guy
Should be in
who
the
ain't even here?
unemployment line,
You've
my
been
dude.
let go.
Exactly. He wasn't mummified. This man ain't
No.
living forever. This man's gone.
I mean, they really pull through all the way to the time period in which we see Brendan Fraser. I mean, they're still around guarding that pharaoh. I'm like, wow.
The
They go
Medjay.
hard
The
for him.
Medjay.
Mm-hmm.
It's so dramatic, and I love what I wrote down in my notes. I'm gonna just say that. I wrote, I love you so much, I will not only kill the pharaoh, but I will kill myself too.
I know, she took a quick turn. She was already decided on that.
She's like,
She's
all
"Eh."
right. Well,
all
I
right.
mean, she probably did that because she's a woman. They would have killed her anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh.
Everyone saw her stabbed. They also killed the pharaoh so quick. Like, again, they've had this planned out.
PG easy.
Mhm.
What, like it's hard to kill the leader of our world?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, the one person you should hesitate probably is they just easily stabbed him to death.
And he also had some loyal dudes. Those other priests were chill. I also looked up because they say that the other priests, the cool guys who were riding hard for Imhotep, got mummified alive.
That
Which
shit's dark.
sounds horrendous, but also they said that Imhotep himself got something called the Hom dye,
Yeah.
which is essentially in universe like he got cursed and mummified alive. Well, not mummified alive, wrapped alive,
yeah.
and got all the scarabs in the tomb with him.
Not the scarab.
But I looked it up, and the Hom dye is not a real thing in ancient Egypt. It's completely made up for this
They
film
lied
franchise.
to us in this movie?
What do you mean? This is supposed to be
Yeah.
a historically accurate representation of
Wow,
ancient
that kind of
Egypt.
bums me out.
Yeah, it was kind of like, huh, that's interesting. But I guess I was kind of hoping that it was a real ritual that happened to someone before.
Are the Magi like a real?
Medjay?
Are they like a real
I don't know.
people, or I don't know.
What are you laughing
Probably
at?
not.
Well, that is their name because they're not Magi. It's written Medjia.
Yeah.
Or Jai, the Medjay.
Magi.
Not from the Medjay.
I mean, that's the fun part about this, like, kind of world is, like, we know nothing about it. I guess for me as an ignorant person, in that it's, like, very full of magic. And so they add a little extra magic. It doesn't hurt me.
No, you're fine.
No, it's fun. I mean, we need a mummy to come back to life.
Yeah,
you know,
we need it.
there's things going on. Another thing that's going on is we got Americans running wild,
Yeah.
but they also getting sucked.
Duh.
So it's time to meet our protagonists here. And number one is Brendan Fraser.
Is he American though? I'm
He is.
confused.
Yeah.
He's one handsome man.
Oh.
He's American.
Oh my God.
He also in the past was part of the French Foreign Legion.
That was in 1963.
That was in 1923.
Fuck, I'm just saying wrong
Caleb's just
numbers.
saying
60.
numbers.
I don't know.
63.
I'm a dumb lady. Leave
He's-
me alone.
D&D stats, charisma is very high.
Mhm.
I would say his luck is high too. But
It's very high. There's a lot of things that, like, he
got a good
succeeds because of
constitution.
luck.
mhm.
Mm.
But your point.
My point. Oh, I just want to say we should definitely be rooting against the colonizers, which are Brendan Fraser in this situation. Like, it's like you were saying, Chelsea. It's like it's hard to know who to root for in this movie because it's like I'm kind of on Imhotep's side. I'm on the Magi side because like they're protecting their land
And they look sick.
and they look sick as fuck and they're hot also as well. And yes.
Face tats.
Yes.
The face tats, they go a
do
long
a lot
way.
for
They
me.
do a lot.
They do a lot for me. But yeah, Brendan Fraser, aka O'Connell, is definitely on the wrong side of history for this one, I feel.
Yeah.
This white boy does not belong here.
No.
And neither does Evie. Because you know
No.
for sure her parents were eating on that mummy dust.
Oh no,
Those
no.
fucking
Well,
freaks.
her mom was Egyptian.
Mom was
That's
Egyptian,
true.
So she's
So maybe her dad was respectful of the culture.
she's only half grave robbing, okay? She's also
I'm
half
grave robbing
reclaiming
on
her
my
ancestry.
dad's side.
Mhm. That's what the
That's
guy
literally
who.
me because I was raised Mormon.
I was gonna say that's what.
That's the Joseph Smith argument, right there.
Exactly. My father was.
And
a
he
grave
also looked
robber.
at a golden book.
Yeah.
Hold on, guys.
My God. I mean, I think you have to just accept this is from the 90s and there's some things that don't age well and it's kind of inherently racist and
Mhm.
sexist. But if you get past that, it's super fun.
If you can get
It's
past
super
it.
fun.
Yeah, there you go.
My first thought, I mean, because they open the movie besides showing how the mummy becomes mummy, Mr.
Yeah.
Mummy, they show Brendan Fraser and a bunch of dudes, including Benny,
Mhm.
basically protecting the city of the dead.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like 15 of these guys with guns shooting at men on horses. And I'm just like, well, one, who's actually going to win in this situation? Is it the Medjay that they're fighting?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
okay. And then I'm also like, who's cleaning up all these bodies?
The desert will take
The
them.
desert will take them.
The
The desert does its own
that's true.
mummification.
The
That's true.
Medjay. It is funny though, because I'm like, why the fuck? I mean, I guess just because they're like ruffians and like
guess.
grave robbers, but they're just perfectly fine like murdering all these people.
Yeah, they're just allowed to
They're
like.
probably being funded by the state, by the British.
That's
or the
true. They're
French
probably
or
like-
something.
Oh well, we got to eat
They
these
probably are.
mummies.
Yeah, exactly.
What else are the rich people gonna do?
They ate almost all the mummies. Did you know that? They almost
Fucking
all got
gross.
eaten. Disgusting.
Yeah, it's very strange.
Weird. People
But we
are
also have
freaks.
Rachel Weisz.
Speaking
Mhm.
of freaks.
Oh wow.
Sorry, she is extremely attractive.
She's gorgeous.
Oh my god. So much of this movie, I was just like, heart eyes, just looking at Rachel. I
A
was like,
wooga?
wow. She's so pretty.
Get me a little
Slamming the
table to slam my fist. God, Tex Avery, hilarious.
But she's so quirky. She's like, I'm a librarian.
I mean, she's smart. She
I
knows
ruined
everything.
an entire
right?
library
Yeah.
in one foul swoop.
Yeah, that was wild.
She's
That was
very
an
intelligent,
interesting.
though.
Yes, that was an interesting way to show that she's like, well, you need me because I'm so smart and I read Egyptian hieroglyphics and whatever. But it's like, okay, but you had to destroy a library so that you could tell us that.
I can't help but only like really viewing this movie through like a D&D lens. I'm like, okay, she's an intelligence build.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
And it's just like, it's so
That's what she's got.
it's so good.
She's
She's
there
got
to
zero
read.
like actually I guess she does have a little bit of called like physical.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, towards the, I mean, once the movie gets going, she really figures it out. But yeah, she's gorgeous. I mean, there's like certain shots of her that remind me of like old movies of like Audrey Hepburn style, like the way they do her makeup and like she looks great with her
Those
hair
skinny
pinned up and the curl.
eyebrows.
Oh my god, her eyebrows do look wild.
They were so skinny.
They're so
I was
skinny,
like,
but
okay, queen.
it fits though. It
brows
works.
on Ozempic.
Oh my god.
Just the brows though. That's
Yes.
fine. That's so funny. But what is not funny is the level of sexual assault that occurs in this movie because it's a lot.
Yeah, it's like multiple incidences for
Mhm.
her. I mean, well, they start off where she's like, I need to find this book, the gold book. I don't remember what it's called, in the City of the Dead. And so she's like, I got to go find this man who is Brendan Fraser.
Mm-hmm.
And his, like, within 30 seconds of him meeting her, he forces a kiss on her.
Mm-hmm.
And like they're like he's in jail because he had too good of a night or too much fun or whatever. I don't know, how does that land you in jail with the sentence of hanging to death as like the punishment?
Oh God.
It makes me worried of what he did because they never told us. But he's
Mhm.
definitely a scoundrel.
At least killed probably at least one guy.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, at least one.
Yeah, it's weird. And he immediately punches, slaps, hits the brother
Yeah, he
in
hits
some
the
way.
brother.
Yeah,
like,
like punches him
immediately.
square in the nose.
Yep.
He's like, hey,
Oh,
come
yeah.
here. Come here. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Just cause.
Yep.
Well, and then once he gets a haircut, we're like, hard eyes.
Actually, never mind.
we aren't mad.
You can come on out.
Oh my goodness.
He does look way better, but
Yes,
man,
Oh,
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know if that's the forgiveness he should
No.
get forgiveness
Hey.
for getting a nice haircut.
Hot privilege is real.
Yeah, he's hair hot for sure in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got my guy. My fucking guy, Jonathan. That's my dude. High charisma, full luck. This guy's luck maxing. We'll bring it back to that. He essentially, everything this guy does is lucky. Like he just stumbles upon things, and like he found the key to the book, and he like, and he's like so much of a rogue because he pickpockets the fucking mummy
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
during like the end of it. I just, like I said, me and
He
my
blends
brother.
in with the like zombified.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
When he does that, it's so funny because
Mhm.
running around, I mean, it's like Shaun of the Dead. He starts doing it, and it works.
It does.
and
It
it
does.
works. He's smart. He's quick thinking, but he's also, I don't know, just every little thing he does is so funny to me. Like when later he's like demanding them to like, hey, pick up those rocks and like do this and that. Like, hurry up, put your back into it. And they just look at him. He's like, all right, sorry. I don't know. It's just this guy's hilarious to me. He cracked me up as a kid. But yeah, let's get to this real quick before we meet the bad guys. Is during that scene where Brendan Fraser was supposed to be hanged,
Yeah.
he apparently, because I thought I saw this, and then Chelsea confirmed it for me in the notes. I thought I saw an interview that Brendan Fraser was like, I was fucking dying. Like
Mhm.
when they did that,
They're like,
something,
no, I was really being
something
hanged.
went
Yeah,
wrong.
wasn't
and he was,
acting.
Yeah, he was like blacking out like IRL. And apparently that is true.
Yeah.
Apparently he had a rough.
I mean, that's terrifying. I mean, the things that can potentially happen on movie
Mhm.
sets when they're doing these type of stunts is scary. And yeah, I guess he almost died, but I think I read that also a bunch of people got like stung or bit by like poisonous wildlife as well. Like it seemed like kind of a rough shoot for the actors and the crew.
Back in the day, you had to go to the desert.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Now
you
the
had
desert comes to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it is cool. It is cool that they went and actually did it. you
Yeah.
know?
They went. I think they were in Marrakesh in Morocco.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So like most of the people you see in the background are like just citizens who like wanted to be
I
background
want to be in a
actors.
movie too.
Dude, I would. I would maybe be a background actor.
That'd be fun.
Well, let's talk about them bad guys / rivals. Starting with the Americans.
Yeehaw!
Oh my god.
Pew, 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 pew. We rootin' tootin'.
They're rooting and they're tooting.
They are tootin' and rootin'.
I mean, they're not all rootin' tootin', but they really introduce you to them with like the one Western guy. And
Yeah.
I'm like, this is so funny.
Right.
Mhm.
Much like
Such
Dracula.
a stereotype.
It's
Yeah.
like, because Dracula just said, hey, he's American. What is he like? A cowboy. And then this movie, it's like, this guy's American. What is he? A cowboy.
a cowboy. He likes
With
to
a gun.
gamble. He likes to drink. He likes to smoke cigarette. Yeah, that's pretty much all you need to know about the Americans. So
Yeah. But there's like what, like 5 or 6 of them? And there's one, their like leader is not an American. He's like a British guy.
Yeah.
And then there's Benny, who's like the guide to bring them to the
Mhm.
city of the dead, who is then one of the antagonists of the movie.
Yeah.
But I still think he's a fun time.
he's versatile. He is both a friend and a
he,
foe.
he is a friend and a foe.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
one point where Brendan Fraser character like holds him up with a gun and is like threatening to hurt him, and Benny says, "Think of my children," and then Brendan Fraser says, "You don't have any kids," and he's like, "Well, not yet." And I just am like, that's so funny.
Then he throws him off the boat.
And then
So
he throws him off
good.
the boat.
And
yeah.
then he
got what he
proceeds to
deserved.
throw like 3 more people off the boat.
Mhm.
This man loves throwing people off boats.
Well,
Yeah.
Benny's a piece of shit, and he deserves everything that he gets. So, but Hamunaptra, this city of the dead, is essentially Egyptian Atlantis. 'Cause
yeah.
this shit is like sunken into the sand,
Mhm.
but then it appears. Ooh,
And
and the
there's
sun comes
treasure.
up, which is really cool.
Mhm.
hmm
And there's gold.
Not to go.
I like the quote that O'Connell says where he says, I never gamble, or I only gamble with my life, never my money.
Which is crazy.
It just kind of sets up who this guy is.
Mhm.
And on a personal note, with me loving Resident Evil video games,
Oh boy, yes you do.
my guy Leon, you know,
Mhm,
he's,
mhm.
I think seeing this, and especially the scene where Rick O'Connell, they're on the boat and he's like reloading his gun, and you see just gun like bullet holes get
Yeah,
closer and
Progressively
closer,
closer to his
him.
head.
And then Evie has to pull him out of the way
Mhm.
of getting shot by one, but he's just like so nonchalant and stuff. I was like, this guy back in the day
Cool under
would have
pressure.
been the perfect Leon,
Mhm.
like on film. But movies refuse to do Resident Evil well.
They
So
can't.
that fucking sucks.
Mhm.
But, but Brendan Fraser, younger, that would have been sick.
Mhm.
But moving us along to those scarabs,
Yeah.
because this was a huge part of
Oof.
my memory of these films. The scarab scenes were just so fucking wild to me.
Ugh.
They're horrifying.
Because I agree with Chelsea. I like legitimately, Lil Eddie was like, these are real?
Yeah. Oh shit.
This is gonna happen to me.
And, like, they can do that? Do they live here? I hope not.
I don't want to go outside anymore.
Well, in the first guy we see taken by a scarab, the scarab like crawls into his shoe
Oh,
and
yeah.
into his skin. So like in this world, scarabs are like invincible. And I
Yeah.
think
Mhm.
Rachel Weisz's character is like, oh, the mummy died slowly by being eaten alive by scarabs, like in his sarcophagus. But then in the movie, actually, we see the scarabs eat like down a body in like 3 seconds.
It's insane.
It's like instant. So
Yeah.
it's pretty wild.
It's like what people always claim that piranhas could do.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You remember in like Looney Tunes?
Your
Yeah.
whole
Yeah.
leg is just bone.
Yeah.
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 You could strip a fucking leg in like 2 seconds. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's like, what?
I
That's why I
didn't
was
have-
confused.
Well, and here's the thing. I believe when did the Matrix come out?
Around the
I
s-
think around the
2001?
same time.
Yeah, around the same time.
Anyway, because you remember the millipede kind of thing that's in the Matrix that goes in
Mm.
the belly button?
Yeah.
That was my version of that because I had seen the
gotcha.
Matrix, but I hadn't seen the Mummy. But
Mm.
I don't like bugs in
Yeah.
the skin.
Why do they
Ew.
want to be
It's
under my
super
skin?
gross.
Stay away, please.
And I mean, it's so striking. Like, and granted, it is 1999 visual effects, but it's still super gross to see something like crawl under your skin
Mhm.
and still be
Oh,
alive and moving up.
oh, it's
And obviously,
horrible.
it like going up into the guy's face and then disappearing into the
Into
face
the
is like, where the
Oh my
fuck is that
God.
bug, dude? Oh
Well, and
my
then
god.
at one point, Brendan Fraser's character cuts one out of Jonathan.
Yeah.
He like catches it and cuts it out, and it was horrifying.
Right.
Honestly,
it's horrifying.
super cool movie.
Yeah.
And I mean,
yeah.
you gotta
He
do what you
saved
gotta
his
do.
life.
Metal as hell. Get get O'Connell in the pit. He's ready for
oh yeah,
the
he
ER.
knows what to do.
But yeah, so they find the scarabs and like, so they get into like where the mummy is buried in the
The
city of the
tomb.
dead, the tombs.
The tomb.
And there's so much like spider webs on everything. It's like a spirit store exploded in there. like,
and I'm like, wait a sec, how did the spiders get down here?
That's what I keep thinking. I'm like, I thought this was under the sand. Spiders wouldn't be able to get under here. Yet every single thing has like spider webs
sorry.
on it.
I remembered like camel spiders.
Spiders?
Don't look it up.
Okay, I won't.
It's horrifying. But
All right.
like in the desert, there are spiders. I don't know if they do
And they have
webs,
humps?
but they live in the sand.
Oh, okay.
And they have humps.
And they have humps like a
Oh,
camel.
God.
Lovely lady lumps. Check it out. I hate skittering. I'm uncomfortable just thinking about it.
Yeah.
Ugh.
yeah.
The sound is terrible.
And it was going through.
Mm-hmm. And then I also thought it was really funny because they're in the tomb, and Rachel Weisz's character is smart, but she's kind of airheaded in a way. Like she's smart, but she's talking about how, well, anyone buried in this area must be a bad guy, and then they find like the sarcophagus, where the mummy's buried, and they just happily open it up.
Oh yeah.
I'm like
Like,
you
what?
just said this guy must be bad.
You know what we gotta do? We gotta get
We
him
might
out.
as well meet him.
It's a jailbreak situation. He wasn't that bad. What about the murder? What murder?
Mhm. Yeah, it's pretty funny because it's like, because we see that, and that happens right before the Americans, like the rival gang, opens up their
Mhm.
like most cursed object ever.
Yeah.
Like the curse that's on it is the most ominous curse you could ever have.
It
of like,
basically said you will die.
yeah, you're not only will you die, but this ancient thing will chase you down and like devour your intestines and use them for his own body, and will eventually lead to him taking over the world and destroying it. And they're just like, well, let's open it up.
I
Let's-
gotta know
They
what's
can't
inside.
give me
I'm willing to take that risk for $5
a bit of hubris.
because
I
all they
mean,
want is money.
Yeah,
And they're
that's
just
true.
like, whatever. But I'm just like, dude, don't open that chest. And also, speaking of the power of this guy, he brings the fucking plagues.
So is
Dude,
he
yeah.
literally God?
Because I was like, didn't God himself bring
Yeah.
the plagues? This guy is this strong. Like, how was this
Imhotep
guy?
is God.
How was he ever defeated? Because he seemingly didn't have this power before he was cursed.
Mhm.
Why did they do that? Why did they give him more power in death?
They really did.
Because they were like, he's just a guy. We can kill him. But or in like, I don't know, a few thousand years,
Yeah.
whatever, we can give the world something really bad to deal with.
You're like,
and
wouldn't
that'll
it
be
be
fun.
funny? We won't be around, so it's cool.
Yeah,
But
someone else will
if he
deal
ever
with that.
gets out,
But yeah,
they're
I
gonna
mean,
be fucked.
it's super cool, and I thought it was cool, and I still thought it was cool as an adult that like when the plague showed up, Jonathan would like quote the Bible essentially of like, and he would
Mhm.
bring like, he'll turn
Yeah.
the water into blood and stuff. I was like, God, this man, not only is he super luck, but he's also pretty smart.
It's pretty
He
fun.
is just he's like a bard.
Yeah.
He's everything.
But
Very fun.
a very funny part that ever since watching it back during COVID times that I super look forward to every time is this man throwing that chair.
It's so funny.
Yes. I want to throw a chair like that.
We should practice throwing chairs because
Oh,
that was
that
amazing.
sounds fun. You know how people do axe throwing? I want to
Yeah.
do chair throwing.
Yeah. Start your own business.
That
And
sounds
it-
real fun.
I just love the way that the scene plays out. Like just that, and it's so short, so you could put it in like a GIF. But he just busts in and says, "Benny," and Benny runs, and then,
Spring cleaning.
and the way it hits Benny, the way it hits him, and the way he like walks over. It's just perfect
This
comedy.
is another like pro to like your Leon Scott Kennedy casting because he has so many like one-liner dad jokes.
That's my guy.
And your favorite quote is probably the river one because you love saying it. Hey, Benny!
Oh, well, he's like, O'Connell, looks like I got all the horses. And then he says, hey, Benny, looks like you're on the wrong side of the river. And Benny's like, oh, fuck.
Oh, man, he's right.
It's good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what's not good?
Oh, more surprise kisses. That's not nice. Stop randomly kissing her.
Count.
Because the
non-consensual kiss count,
he
too.
wanted to surprise kiss this woman so bad he turned into sand.
Yeah.
He said, let me slide.
Yeah, he snuck
on
right in.
And he did. What a freak.
Yeah.
Not
it's
okay.
Kind of a bummer.
Not cool.
Before that, like before he becomes full mummy man, when he's still mummy raps, he kills a man who has like thick glasses on. So they show this man, he's got the thick glasses on, they fall off and they break. And he's like, I can't see. And he's like crawling around and the mummy comes and takes his eyes. And I joked to myself, this man is why Eddie won't go camping. Because if he loses those glasses, it's over.
Oh, God. I'd be done for.
And you brought up the point. Why did he take his eyes?
He took like the worst guy's eyes.
They don't work well.
Yeah. And he didn't take the glasses. They're broken. So.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's fucking wild. Watching that scene, I was like, because they kind of briefly show kind of what his vision is like. And I'm like, that's not even that bad. Like, damn.
He's like,
damn.
Eddie's like, he can see shapes. So
Hey,
he's
2020.
actually fine, dude.
He's got light. He's got shapes.
What's he got to complain about? But it is funny
Crazy.
because I guess the mummy just needs the body part. And then his magic will make it better. Because I said the same thing when we were watching it. I was like, why would he take that guy's eyes? His eyes don't even work.
I guess he was an easy target.
Yeah. And then he fucks with them later, too, which I kind of didn't like. But it's
He
also
did.
funny. I mean, Chelsea's right with the points of like these, that they do both like good and bad things, all of them. Because like both the mummy and O'Connell surprise kiss Evie.
Yeah.
This is both the protagonist and antagonist. And it kind of goes back to what we were saying with Sauce, with like in Top Gun, this is something that was portrayed, like the aggression of men and like just essentially doing what they want and taking what they want from women.
Normalized.
And this was so normalized back in like media. It's like, how many surprise kisses are there in the things that we watched? And it's like played off as like, that's romantic or like that's kind of quirky and funny. But we see the antagonist do it in this, and when he does it, it's like, oh, that's bad. But when
they get mad at him.
Yeah.
I'm like, you tried to do that. No, O'Connell did it successfully.
Right.
So he's worse.
Yeah, it's weird. But then going back to the Americans, it's wild to have the fate of the world tied to you getting sucked. Because if these Americans get sucked, the world will end, essentially, is what they said.
And they just let them die.
And I was like, why the fuck? Because there's a scene where they're
on a car.
Let me go back a little bit. Yes. I didn't like when they fucked with the guy who was already blind and didn't have the tongue. I was like, dude, leave him alone. You already got him. Because they're like, Benny's there, and Benny's fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
But I also love when he pulled out all those different religious things.
It's so funny.
And was praying. He's trying. He'll go with whatever
He
works.
is kind of like a true neutral. He's just kind of going with whatever works for him in
Yeah.
this moment.
Yeah, he's a scam artist, and he'll take what he has a good quote where he says, "You'd rather be the left-hand man to the devil than in his path," or something along those lines. It definitely describes like his actions once he meets the mummy.
But when he like brings the mummy in like a cool mask
He does look cool.
to this guy who already lost his eyes, and they like reveal to him that he is the mummy and he's about to get sucked, and the poor guy's just like, oh, and I'm like, no, leave him alone.
You
I don't
already
like
took so much from him.
You may be evil, but this is taking it a step too far.
Well, Eddie, you have to describe for the listeners, what does it mean to be sucked by the mummy?
Well-
Yeah, you don't get to just say
'Cause
suck.
if they've
move
never
on.
seen it,
Well,
they might have a different
and
idea.
here's the thing, I did have a question. What is this sucking even like? Because I had forgotten.
How can I
In the
experience
process,
this?
Can you
does a
sign
mummy
up for the suck? But because they don't reveal really what it
No,
is
they
or
don't really show
how
it.
he does it, so I was like, what does it even mean to be sucked? But
That's true.
after they suck the blind guy, they're chasing down the Americans, and one of them's on the back of like O'Connell's car.
Yeah.
And I was like, when that guy gets grabbed by the mob, O'Connell kind of looks and kind of gives like a, whatever.
What are we
And
gonna
I'm
do?
like,
Not my
dude,
problem.
if this guy gets sucked, the world is going to end. Shouldn't they have protected these people much more than they did?
If I was them, I would have put them in like a fucking secure area.
Right. Like they were trying to protect Evie, sure, but like you should have put that same level of thought into the Americans. Like, because if the mummy can't get them, then he can't get this power. And yet they're just like, fuck it. These guys suck, so I guess whatever, they can get sucked. But it turns out that the sucking is just sort of like he wraps them in sand and then they just like shrivel up, I guess.
That's what happened to my hot dog.
Yeah, he basically he hot dog mummifies them. He like takes their life force, I guess.
Yeah.
But they do a lot of cool like in the movie like shadow shots to show that happening.
Yeah.
So I think that gives us like more of a practical, like realistic. And we don't get to see the sucking, but we see kind of like the shadows of it happening.
It's kind of like when you drain your Capri Sun.
Yeah.
Aw,
Yes. It's all
man.
wrinkled.
Yeah.
He basically mummifies them in like an instant.
Right.
It's pretty cool.
But
It's
he only,
pretty
but he
sick.
only seemingly takes the organs of the first guy, which is weird.
Yeah.
Because in the curse thing, it said that he would take all of their organs.
I think it's because I mean, I hope, because I plan on seeing the new Mummy. I hope we get like a more like kind of graphic take on that.
You want to
'Cause,
see like the liver coming
mummification
out.
is really like it's gory.
Oh, it's a lot.
It's rough.
So like getting to kind of see those pieces collected in a more traditional sense would be really cool.
Right.
I think that would be really
Nasty.
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and then also, if you think about protecting the Americans, they would have to find a sand-proof room because we know the mummy can
That's
go through
true.
a keyhole
Oh, God.
as sand. So I
That's
don't know
true.
if they could have protected them.
But
They didn't try.
They could have tried a little bit harder.
They could have tried a
at
little
the
bit
very
harder.
least, not shrug and be like, oh, well. Maybe be like, shit. That's not good.
We're fucked.
Well, I mean, one common theme throughout the movie is O'Connell, aka Brendan Fraser. He shoots everything. Like his
Yeah.
solution to Mummy, he tries to shoot the mummy so many times, and they're like, "That won't work." And he's like, "I got him, guys.
That's what I do.
I got him."
I'm going to do it anyways.
I got one move, and it's called gun.
Yeah, he like shoots a scarab at one point, and I'm like, "Is that worth a bullet?"
I know. But
How
it's
many
kinda
bullets you
sick.
got?
It's kind of sick, though.
Apparently
It
he's
is
got
kinda sick.
unlimited ammo.
He's a sharpshooter.
I love when Jonathan like he's like shooting with the handguns, and then he's out with one, so he just and he
I
just
love it.
throws it at the guy.
Yeah.
I always love when people do that.
That is really fun.
But yeah, and it's also like, he never aimed for the head either. He always shot the mummy just like center mass. It's like,
Yeah.
at least maybe go for his head.
Go for the
Yeah.
brain.
Give it a try, because Chelsea, you put a point in there. It'd be like, they are kind of, mummies are just kind of like zombies.
They are just
Okay.
zombies.
That's why I kept thinking. I was like, what came first, a mummy or a zombie? Because I don't really
well.
understand the distinction except for like the spatial area. So mummies only
Like
occur
regional.
in like Egypt or places where people were mummified,
Yeah, yeah,
versus a zombie is maybe a non-mummified person. But like the functionality of them seems to be
Yeah.
the same.
Mm-hmm.
This mummy's more magical.
Yeah,
course.
but I don't know because I've never seen the original. But I'd assume the original one is probably magic based too.
I would think so.
You would think so.
Whereas-
That's
We're gonna
probably
find
the only
out.
way that
Whereas-
like resurrection would occur. Zombies are typically like
An
it can be magic,
infection.
but then it can also be medical.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, I
like
think
the
zombies are
virus.
mostly
Yeah.
disease, right?
Mhm.
But then there's also like the voodoo zombies, which are the
Yes,
original zombies, which
original
are
zombies.
like cursed.
Yeah, the
right?
undead. Mhm.
Which this mummy is cursed as well. So I think they might be the
They're
same
essentially
family.
the same.
They really are. Only one has like a cool built-in outfit. Like
Yeah.
if you are a mummy,
Yes.
you are wrapped.
Mhm. And a lot of mummies, I don't know, most of the time, I feel like they try and make the mummies hot.
Mm.
You know, kind of like
Mhm.
because, I
And
mean,
there's some mystery there. Like what is
You
under
can't see
that
their
little...
full face.
yeah, because
Under those
sometimes
little cotton
they
things.
pull the toilet paper down and it's like there's a hot guy under there.
My
Okay.
dream.
You guys remember that Disney Channel movie Under Wraps?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
god,
know- I
I
don't think I
love that
saw it.
movie. I think we tried to find it, and I don't. It's not on Disney Plus. I don't think.
Really?
Wow.
That's like one of the Disney
Oh, it's one of the hidden
decoms
away.
that's like not on there, and that movie goes hard.
Under wraps.
They take him to like a school dance. Oh my god.
Speaking of being wrapped up, Evie gets chained up, and
Oh,
I wish
she
it was
did.
consensual because my God,
Oh my God.
my Lord,
Chained up next
Ma'am.
to a corpse.
yeah, right next to a dead lady,
Oh,
not super hot.
Anaxunamon.
In a
No.
different context, would be very hot, but
Yeah, they chain her up because she's gonna become. So I guess in the magic of it all was the girlfriend. Eddie knows her.
Anoxunamon?
Yeah, is she? So was she gonna just her spirit goes into Evie? Like, was Evie's face like was it gonna be her face,
or was it just
or was
the
it gonna
life
be
force?
yeah? Was Evie's life force gonna go into her,
I
and she was gonna
think
be
that's
back
what it was.
back
Yeah,
to
I think it was the suck was going to happen to
It was-
Evie,
okay? Evie's
and
getting
then
sucked,
but that energy would be transferred in Anoxunamon.
There
and
you
then
go.
so she'd
we
be
go.
back to normal.
Mm-hmm.
But it's
yeah.
weird because at the beginning they didn't need another body for her to come back.
I know
She was doing it without one. So they just
Because
kind of.
her body was still intact.
That's true. She was still pretty fresh.
Was that it?
Yeah.
I guess maybe that's
Yeah, I
it.
think that's what it
At
was.
this point, she's pretty dry.
I was just like, they needed a reason to put Evie in peril. I guess we need
That's
a body
true.
this time.
yeah.
And I appreciated it.
I did laugh during that like last fight scene when Brendan Fraser. So like the mummies, like I guess underlings, all kind of come alive. So there's like multiple mummies at one
Yeah.
point, and Brendan Fraser's like fighting them. But I can't help but think like those are all CGI mummies. So it was like
oh
he
yeah,
just,
they were just filling
he's just
it in.
fighting no one.
He's just
like,
Oh,
fighting
yeah.
the air. Oh yeah, 100%. I was clocking that.
I
was
mean,
like,
it looked good, but at certain times you could kind of tell.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
No one
yeah,
was
like this
there.
was 100% added in post.
It was pretty.
They didn't
fun,
even
though.
put guys in green suits next
No.
to him. To
Which is
beat up.
weird because it did seem like they did have guys in costumes.
They
for
did
some.
have some guys. I went in that like little mini documentary. Like, they did have people stand in, but I think they took them and then put them into CGI and like
Yeah, they
made
like
them up
3D.
more.
Mm,
they made them
Yeah.
like a little more
Yeah.
mummied.
yeah, they could have. I don't know. They could
I
have
love practical
choreographed.
effects.
I do love,
Love
a practical.
practical effects.
I thought this one didn't bother me. We've seen some other movies with CGI that look terrible.
Mhm.
So
Mm.
this one I wasn't overly offended.
I didn't
by.
love it, but it was okay. It's
I
just hard
accept it.
because
I
I'm looking
accept.
at it through a modern lens,
You
and
just
I have
got
a
high
really hard
standards.
time. I do. See, here's the
Sorry.
thing: if
You
you're gonna
can't-
do
you-
it, I need you to spend like $5 million and do it with like
This
makeup.
this
They
better
said
look
15
good
million.
in 30 years.
It will look good in 30 years if you do practical effects.
Well, yeah, but not
That's true.
CGI.
no,
Yeah.
CGI sucks.
Oh my god.
I need real mummies. Give me the
Sometimes
guts.
it's good, and I like when it's like, look how far we've come. Oh my god, what the?
It's
fuck?
like
broke
it's like plastic surgery. Like when you go too far, it looks
Mhm.
bad. If you do a sprinkling,
If it's a little
it can-
subtle, then it's fine.
you can accept
It's
it.
a
I
little
accept.
subtle.
It's fine.
It's
But yeah.
good. It was the 90s.
It was the 90s.
I think it's aged well.
I think it's aged well too, and I need to see The Mummy Returns because I don't remember anything.
That
about
one
it.
has not
But-
aged well. At least The
Aw.
Rock.
Oh,
The
boy.
Rock's CGI hasn't aged well. Everything else, again, I'm going to say, is very good.
Okay.
And we're gonna watch The Mummy 3 Japan Mummies Go Wild or whatever it's called.
They do be going wild.
The
in
Mummy
Japan.
3 Domo Arigato. Mr. O'Connell.
No, Mr. Oh, I do like that. I was gonna say Mr. Mamato.
Oh,
I like
wow.
Mr.
As a
O'Connell.
mummy. I like O'Connell too.
But I do think just the last couple things to wrap this up for the
Ha-ha,
end
ha,
here.
ha, ha,
Well, he wasn't even wrapped up at the end.
He wasn't really.
He was
wrapped.
abs out.
Remember, they said
Mm.
he was wet when they saw him.
Yeah.
He's
They're
still
like,
a little juicy.
This mummy looks different. Yeah, they say he's juicy.
Oh, he was juicy. Dude, this man was wearing just like underwear.
and I love
was.
that.
And
for
he was
me.
just like, God, look at my
Okay,
body.
we have to talk about the mummy real quick because just looking at his face, I don't really think he's a super handsome guy, but as the mummy,
As the mummy, it works.
it works.
It works
Yeah.
so
I
well.
think it works.
I mean, sometimes people are hot in
That's
like,
like me
one
with-
specific
That is me
thing.
with Aragon.
That's
in
most people
Lord of the
with
Rings.
Aragorn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with because Viggo Mortensen, any other role, I'm like, get that dude
Well,
away from me.
Most of the time a goober, but as,
As
Aragorn,
Aragorn?
he's like, wow,
As
that's
the king of men,
Mm,
yes, please.
yeah, yeah. I
I
mean,
like
the
my
mummy,
man a little dirty,
right?
and he is a little dirty, and I love that.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, everyone was just hot. Everyone looked great. They looked great in the second one. I don't know how much time has passed between the first and the second, but it's like no one aged
Mm-hmm.
in between.
Okay, in the second one, did they bring that? Like the main is it Medjai? Is that how we're saying?
Mhm.
The main guy
Jay.
who kind of helps him out at the end.
Yeah.
Is he in the second one?
Oh yeah.
Okay, because I was reading again. I was reading
Oh, dangerous thing
Interview.
happened when you read.
with the
Reading.
director, and
Uh-huh.
he said that because they show that guy, that Medjai, like get kind of attacked by,
Yeah.
like they kind of imply his death at one
Mhm.
point,
Yeah.
and then at the end he's just,
I'm on
alive.
a camel. It's
he's
all
just
good.
alive,
Yeah.
and I mean, we don't care. We love that he's alive, but I guess the director like initially wrote him to die and then later was like, I don't want him to die because if we do another movie, he's a cool character and I want to use him.
And on God,
And so
that's
he
the
like
right call.
he
And
like
they
called
were
the
right.
producers and was like, do you care if I like bring this guy back to life? And they were like, we don't know who that is and we don't care. And so and then so he brought him back to life.
That's
I love it.
humbling. Hey, you know this thing I'm putting my heart and soul in? What's your opinion on it? I don't give a fuck. Leave me alone.
Like do whatever you
Okay.
want.
Dude, you have your money. Leave. Figure it out.
I have
mean-
more meetings today.
That character has a really cool backstory. So he's like a Pharaoh's guard. He's cool face tattoos, cool outfits.
Mm-hmm.
I like
Obviously,
his,
like a good fighter.
he's like a
you have to have
humble
him.
charisma. He's like
Mhm.
he's the
He's
paladin.
more silent. Yeah.
That's
He
what he
is.
is in the group. He's a paladin.
He is. But to end this off, the last 2 points, I think. Number one, I find it funny that he was so easily defeated by a curse,
Mhm,
you know?
mhm, mhm.
And I just found the way that the curse worked out was funny to me, I guess. Because it's like a ghost chariot that stole his immortality
Yeah.
and they made him mortal again. I don't know. There's just kind of a funny effect when it passed through him and he went like, oh!
Yeah.
And it like
He's carried away.
stole him, but not
Yeah.
really.
hmm
And then getting to Benny, because Benny is a piece of shit.
He deserved it, in my opinion.
But at the same time,
no, you're wrong.
I didn't like the way they did
He
Benny.
deserved it.
I felt really bad for him.
He died essentially instantly. What do you mean?
Yeah,
scarabed.
but I guess it may be just a
Get
testament
scarabed.
to the actor, because O'Connell, for one, did try and help him.
He did.
He
But he
did.
immediately was like, also, I don't give a shit.
He
'Cause
wasn't gonna
was
try
like,
that hard.
Bye, Benny. See you later. But I don't know, just the way that Benny like crawled out and he was like, oh, like looking around. I was like, dude, someone get Benny out of
I
here.
will
'cause-
say he did lose air very quickly, which was sad. But
yeah.
Well, if you think of the
Uh,
alternative, think if there's no scarabs in there and he just got buried.
that
with
would
the
be so
tomb.
much worse.
I think it might be worse because
like
he
it.
like how long would he live just like under the sand in the dark?
He would suffocate alone in the dark.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that would be horrible.
But Benny's
Maybe.
kind of pathetic, and I think that's why he's kind of sympathetic in a way.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he's kind of pathetic, but
He's
then he
just
always
a
makes
weak
the worst
little man.
choice.
Yeah. But either way, I felt bad for Benny, is all
Yeah.
I'm saying.
I feel it.
I loved watching him suffer.
And then our main team, they survived to make the mummy return.
woohoo! And we're kissing on a camel into the sunrise.
Well, and the mummy has
Yeah.
a quote, and he says it. It's like written in his coffin, sarcophagus, whatever. And then he also says it when he dies in the movie. He says like death is only the beginning, which is cool because it's kind of a cliffhanger. And I don't remember the mummy returns, but
Dun, dun,
obviously the mummy
dun.
returns.
You'll be
Wait,
surprised.
what do you mean he came back?
Yeah. Oh, he comes back.
No way.
And guess who else comes back?
Benny.
No.
Oh,
Who?
Anoxinamon.
Oh, right.
hell yeah!
And we get, whenever we do an episode on that, we can have the answer to the ellipses I set up earlier.
Mhm.
Mm.
Because we get to
Mm,
find
da,
out
da,
whose
da.
relationship is stronger.
Mhm.
Imhotep and Anoxinamon, or Rick and Evie.
Okay, so just a quick side note: did you guys ever see the Tom Cruise The Mummy? They tried to bring this back.
The Dark Universe?
She might be in that one.
The
'cause, like,
Dooku?
in that one, spoilies coming. In that one, the mummy is a girl. Maybe it's her. It like kind of looks like
Oh,
her.
maybe. I don't know.
And then Tom Cruise turns into the mummy. And that
What?
movie sucks. Yeah.
He becomes a mummy?
Yeah, so they were right to choose Brendan Fraser because Tom Cruise. That movie, we saw it at my uncle's, and we were both.
Yeah.
My uncle was like, "I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna rent you guys a movie, like Amazon." And we were like, "Okay, cool. This movie just came out." Spent like $15, and we watched it.
15.
And we were sad. This was a while ago.
I hope you paid him money.
We were
back.
so sad. That we felt so bad he spent money renting that movie. It was
Oh.
so bad. And then afterwards, my cousins made us watch their like live performance of Fiddler on the Roof on DVD, and I think it was better.
Oh, God.
But anyways, that movie's a real bummer.
Damn.
So don't
that
watch
sucks.
it.
Yeah, I mean, it was the birth and death of the Dark
The Dark
Universe
Universe.
cinematic universe.
They tried.
They tried it, and they failed. Much like Babe and Pig in the City,
Hey.
I find that slanderous. I think that movie's good.
did not work out for them. But let's DTR and get on out of here.
The Egyptians believed the most significant thing you could do in your life was die.
Think about it.
Let me address the scale. I'm gonna pull a Capel Roan and say it's casual.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I don't have a nostalgia factor with this one, really. So I'm truly only going off of recent interactions. And I think the cast is attractive. I think the story is fun. But there are tweaks that I would make personally to make it a little bit more my taste.
Hmm.
But given that it came out in 1999, I think that it did a really good job kind of tackling in I don't know, tackling like action adventure in a really good way. Cuz the only other movie that I can think of that like fits into this category would be Indiana Jones, which was also very like really successful.
Mm-hmm.
But I probably like this more. So,
And Indiana Jones?
yeah.
Fun fact, I've never seen a single Indiana Jones movie.
Dun, 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 dun. I know what we're watching next.
Oh, boy. Let me ask you real quick, though. What are the things that you would change?
Yeah, I want to know.
Things I would change. I would make their the relationship between Rick and Evie. I would want their power dynamics a little bit more evened out instead of Evie kind of just being this object that's
Like a damsel in distress.
like she either serves a purpose in that moment or she's in distress. Like those are the two kind of roles that she falls into. I want her to have like more power, and I also want Rick to, I don't know, have a better motive other than just being like, why is he here? Like, why has he stayed
He's a
in
grave
here
Money.
this whole
robber.
time? Yeah, but like, why?
Because he
want
needs
more.
money.
But everybody needs money. Why does he specifically
Makes the
want
world
this
go round.
kind of
Why
money?
does the world turn? For
What?
money.
For money.
He's a rogue.
Yeah, I guess that's good enough reason, but
I mean, it's not a good reason, but it probably is a compelling enough reason.
I would also want the graphics modernized.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. I have a hard time
Old
watching things I
movies
think are ugly.
cannot exist.
No, they can't.
Everything needs to be remade every year.
That's not what I'm saying.
Update the graphics every year.
Hey, DLC.
Be like George Lucas and put CGI
Yeah.
retroactively into
We
Star
want
Wars.
more CGI in this, okay?
I would just want practical effects. Can we remake the scenes with practical effects? No? Okay. Well,
No.
I live in a pipe dream.
The studio doesn't want to pay the money.
Of course not. Okay, your turn.
All right, for me, I'm gonna go Sho-Nammered. Little 4 out of 5. I cannot go full Sho-Dependent because I'm gonna say it again. I like The Mummy Returns. The Mummy
The second one
Returns.
is better.
That's
we might have
my
done the wrong
shit.
movie.
I
We
don't
should've done The
care.
Mummy Returns.
It's probably. I'm pretty sure it is less highly regarded, and obviously it's got The Rock in there with the Scorpion
What is
King.
it with you in loving sequels
Poor
so much?
CGI. I don't know.
So much of your youth was like sequels.
Yeah, because no one rides hard for them like I do.
I'm different.
I gotta be different. It's because, when you're a kid, you get like the VHS and that's all you watch. And you're like, I never saw the first one, but I love the second because I watched it a million times. I don't know why. Maybe when we watch it again, I'll feel different. But I still feel like when we watched The Mummy Returns last time, I was like, yep, that's what I remember. Not to say this one's bad at all. I just feel like I remember so many things from The Mummy Returns more. Either way, Sho-Nammered here. I still love these characters. They're great. There's a lot of great memorable moments, amazing quotes. Benny, poor guy, got taken down.
Rip.
But my guy Jonathan, they're like two sides of the same coin.
They kind of are.
Because one of
They
them,
are.
they're both like high charisma, lucky, but one of them's a bad guy and one of them's a good guy.
They're both like the comic relief. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, yeah. But hey, they'll all come back, and we'll all come back when we get to The Mummy Returns at some point in the future.
All right. I agree with Eddie. I'm Sho-Nammered.
Wow.
I don't no, this is not like, top
This isn't
20
your
movies.
favorite movie of
It's
all
not, It's not
time.
my favorite movie, but it does have a lot of nostalgia, and it's just like fun the whole time. There's
Mhm.
not a lot of like logical stuff that I get hung up on. I think it all makes sense. It's all pretty fun. I don't know, like it's just a good time to watch if you can get past some of the some of the 90s stuff in it, like the kissing without consent and whatever.
CGI.
I like the CGI, so I'm pro the CGI.
You have fun with that over there in your corner, and I'll be in my angry mode over here.
But I have fond memories of us all watching it during COVID and just yelling, because it's definitely a movie. Watching it alone's not as fun. Like, it's an action movie. I want to watch with my friends and yell on top of my lungs about how silly and fun it is. But yeah, definitely Sho-Dependent.
Hooray!
All right. Well, let's start. I was going to say it again. I'll say it again. Wrapping this up. Start mummifying this episode alive.
I call the brain hook.
And say,
gosh.
oh, yeah, they did do that, huh? What are the little jars called?
Canopic jars? Canopic jars?
There we go. Those look cool.
They do look cool.
I want some.
I like when the guy was running around
Only
with
instead
it.
of organs, I want to put candy in there.
Well, that was that.
And this is this.
Thank you all for listening. If you like what you heard, please follow, download, spread the word. Go to YouTube, like and subscribe. Tell your group of Americans running around messing up foreign countries
I hope you're not in a grave robbing group.
that they can find Sho-Dependent wherever you listen to podcasts. We should be there as long as the thing we use to push out our podcast isn't lying to me.
I hope not. We pay good money for that.
Kelsey, do you have any last words to say about anything?
I would like to plug.
I would like
to say, if you find a box that says, if you open this box, you will die, and within the box is a book that says, if you read from this, you will die, do not read from that book.
That is solid advice.
Because the movie would have ended there if they just didn't read from the book of the day.
Good job, Chelsea. Thank you for that lesson. Sometimes it pays to read directions.
Sometimes it pays to be a real follower.
It does.
And I stand on that.
If you want to follow the podcast itself, it's at Instagram, it's at TikTok, at Sho-Dependent Pod. That is at SHO Dependent Pod. If you want to follow myself, it's at Victory Sweet on Twitch. And Gorgeous, where can you be found?
I am in a library helping Evie get those books back in order because, God, she screwed that shit up so bad. We're going to be here for a month.
Yes.
The Dewey Decimal System is really doing it to us, you know?
I don't even know. I'm going to be honest. I don't even know how that works.
That is fine.
I don't think I ever actually learned how to do that.
I think it was after our time, dear. It's okay.
I don't know.
I remember
Or before our time.
Well, I don't know. Maybe yours. It was definitely in my time.
Definitely in our time.
I just did not pay attention.
Eddie just refused to learn it because he knew something better would come.
Mm-hmm.
AI.
He was no!
One day.
I rebuke that. No.
One day I'll be able to ask my phone to lie to me. And it'll be worth it.
Bloody good show, chaps! And did I panic? I think not.